Make Love Not Warcraft is still, without a doubt, the best episode of South Park. It came out during the rapid rise of people joining the online sensation World of Warcraft. And when this episode aired, I had just got into playing WoW with my friends. So to see my favourite comedy at the time collaborating with my new favourite game, it was an instant core memory of happiness. And to this day, I love revisiting this episode. It's a perfect reminder of how seriously we used to take this game. The South Park boys reflect this behaviour, but of course they take it to a ridiculous level.
Kenny, get ready to turn on True Shot Aura. At that moment, I will use Intimidating Shout.
I would be lying, however, if I didn't admit that there were some shameful similarities. I don't think my body has ever fully recovered from the disgusting trash bag it turned into while getting high, eating way too many pot noodles, and playing World of Warcraft almost all day, every day, instead of doing important things like my college work. And this carried on throughout the expansions, up until about Pandas. That's when I realised I need to do something with my life. But back to the point of this video, it's a perfect episode of South Park, not just for nostalgia, but because it perfectly encapsulates the very premise of this show, absurdity grounded by reality. The boys get wrapped up in a seemingly minor situation, but being kids, they take it way too seriously. And even the adults involved have a warped sense of reality, except for the people who haven't been sucked into the game.
His character is going to die if we don't get to him!
So what?
So what?!
There's so many key moments of this episode that became instant memes and the obsession of everyone in both fandoms. If you haven't seen the iconic montage of the boys killing low-level boars, along with the song Live to Win, then you absolutely have seen the moment where Cartman has become so locked in on a battle that he calls down his subservient mother with a bedpan so that he can unleash the most violent diarrhea.
Oh, that's a big boy, isn't he?
If by chance you haven't seen this episode, I'm going to recap it for you now, and by the end, I really hope that I will have convinced you to go watch it for yourself. The episode opens within the game, with each character being made using the limited selection of models that WoW had when it first launched. They even poke fun at this when Butters joins the game late, looking exactly the same as Cartman.
There's only like 4 races to choose
So
from.
pick another one! I'm the dwarf, you stupid asshole!
They encounter a guy who goes around killing low-level players, even though this can't actually happen when encountering players on the same faction as you, unless you agree to a duel. There's quite a few inaccuracies to the game, which in my opinion adds to the charm of it all, rather than finding it irritating as a veteran player. But by all means, feel free to vent down below if you spot some inaccuracies that you just can't look past. Cartman gets the boys in town riled up and ready to go to war against the elite player. By the way, the reveal of this player is amazing, especially as it comes right after the boys speculating how tough he must be IRL.
Whoever he is one tough badass.
Butters has one of his most memorable lines here. For some reason, he came to this meeting, even though he doesn't play WoW.
Butters, you said you're on your computer all the time.
Yeah, but I'm playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
The battle goes horribly for the boys, and the elite player dances on their corpses. When the main lads get fed up and quit playing, that's when the most devoted player, Cartman, steps up with the game plan of staying in the starting area, killing low-level XP boars, until they get to a high enough level to beat him. A task which means they have to stay glued to their PCs for weeks on end, completely destroying their health in the process. And I love the words of inspiration Cartman gives before the montage begins.
Guys, when things look bad, you can't just give up on the world of Warcraft. You can just hang outside in the sun all day tossing a ball around. Or you can sit at your computer and do something that matters.
The admins at Blizzard say that not even they have the power to delete his character from the servers. He's just that powerful. Just another absurdity to throw in the mix. But they have got a way to assist the boys in their battle by finding the archived data for a forbidden sword, known as the Sword of 1,000 Truths. They need to hurry though, because the battle is about to begin, or according to Kyle's screen, has already begun, even though they're talking like it hasn't started yet.
Kenny, get ready to turn on True Shot Aura. At that moment, I will use Intimidating Shout.
The admins can't find the boys, but they do find Randy, who in typical Randy fashion has finally jumped on the trend. I love the moment when he knocks over a kid so that he can log on to the shop demo of the game. Randy dies after struggling to figure out how to hand over the sword. but the sword does the job, bringing down his defensive buffs, and the kids go to town on him, with the unexpectedly violent final blow from Cartman's mace.
Looks like you're about to get pwned.
The fact this isn't something you can do in the game adds to the comedy. There's basically no gore in this game, so yeah, this moment blew my mind. To reflect how gaming was for terminally online WoW players, they consider completing this monumental task as just the beginning.
What do we do now? What do you mean? Now we can finally play the game. Oh yeah.
If I was to make a ranking video for South Park one day, I can't imagine any episode going above this one. There's maybe a couple on par with the #1 spots, like Casa Bonita, but gun to my head right now, Make Love Not Warcraft would be my choice. And I could spend all day rationalising my decision, but right now I've got my Dexter project to work on. Click here if you're new to my channel and haven't yet seen my coverage of Dexter so far.